have you missed us? It's Hope and Agnes from the Brunch Show, and we are so excited that Series 3 is fast approaching. We can't wait to give you an update on everything that's been happening in our worlds and to continue to dissect all of the weird and wonderful news stories, celebrity gossip, and essentially take the mick out of each other. Now, with Series 3 fast approaching, we felt it was the right thing to do to give you an insight into what's going to be a little bit different. For Series 3, we have managed to bag ourselves a sponsor, which is so exciting. It's called Chefiesta. And today we're doing a special interview to find out more from the man behind the business. We're going to be speaking about his business journey, the collaboration between Chefiesta and the Brunch Show, and how it can benefit you as our audience. We want to thank you for all of your support so far, and we hope that you continue to be with us along this journey, because when we say we believe it's got legs, we believe it's got legs. Big things are going to happen. Now, to give you an insight into who Chucks is, I will tell you the following. Now, he is a mentor, he is a business owner, he is an investor, he is a former board member of one of Birmingham's leading networking organisations, and he's a first-class graduate majoring in international business and management. This guy knows his stuff. Now, I'm going to hand over to the trusty reins of Agnes to conduct this interview. So I'm going to sit back. I might chip in a little bit, but Agnes, over to you, my babes.
Great. So we're going to have a couple of questions for Chuck, and maybe he can also help us with some business ideas and a lot of things. He's a very, very motivated guy. Also, he forgot to mention that he is a very, well, I mean, Hope forgot to mention that he's a very good looking guy. Just look at him.
Thank you.
So, Chuck, tell us about yourself, about your business. How did you business started?
I've always been someone that's kind of interested in that kind of entrepreneurial side of things. So in school, I would be the person that would be in the playground selling things. There was always that one person. I was that one person. And so what I would do is I would get things like Kit Kat Chunkies, Oreos, which back then was kind of new to the UK. So my mum would go to Costco and she would buy things in bulk. I'll ask her, okay, could you get me Kit Kats? Could you get me Oreos? Could you get me Starbursts, etc.? And I would obviously get it for free because my mom would do me a favor and just give it to me. And I would then sell that in the playground and I'll be making 50, 60 quid a week. And in primary school, and that was a lot of money for any kind of kid to be making.
What?
So eventually, obviously, the school caught on to what I was doing and I had to stop. And in secondary school, I kind of picked it up again, said, look, let me just make a bit more money. I'm only 13, 14, or whatever it was, however old I was then. And because my mum is a caterer, so she's had a catering business for the last 16 years now.
Ooh.
And she would usually make me a packed lunch back then.
Did you say your packed lunch?
Yeah. So at each stage of my kind of educational career, I've kind of felt the traditional kind of educational system isn't for me, but the business and entrepreneurial side has always been something I wanted to go into. And then it dawned on me, look, there's an opportunity here for people that maybe don't know how to cook or don't have the time to cook, to have a service readily available for them. And that's when I kind of got the idea to speak to my mum, see how we can kind of work together, and come up with this kind of business plan to use her catering experience to create a new type of business tailored to those kind of people, which kind of birthed Chef Fiesta, which has been going really well since, and we launched it in 2019 now.
Did you have a dish made by your own hands and went wrong?
Yeah, so I'll probably give you a bit of insight into the how we put together menus. So whether it's myself or I sit down with my mum as well, we'll kind of brainstorm different dishes, different ideas, different combinations. And sometimes, I'll bring something to the table and we'll try it. I tried tried to kind of make and bring to the table was it was like a vegan rigatoni pasta.
Mm.
A lot of vegan dishes are they're challenging, but you know when you get it right, you get it right, and you want to stick with that. But this one, honestly, just didn't turn out well at all. I was tasting. I was like, this is disgusting. Let me just let's just ignore this idea. Let's move on.
Do you, do you have a favorite dish and a less favorite dish?
Favorite dish. Um, I do love a good lasagna,
Mm.
but the I would say the curried mutton is a kind of Caribbean dish. It's probably one of my
That's
favorites,
nice.
especially with Chef Fiesta. Anything that doesn't live up to the high standard, we kind of just get rid of, or we don't include it in the menu. We've got so many dishes that are being trialed at the moment, and we'll kind of bring them in. So watch this space. There's a lot of new dishes coming to the table.
Chucks, one thing that I'm sure that people are wondering about is how this collaboration came to be. Because obviously the brunch show is, okay, there's a loose link to food because we release it at 11 a.m. on a Sunday when you're having your brunch. But people might be unsure as to how this collaboration has come to be. So can you tell us a little bit about one, the collaboration, and two, kind of how you met us?
Yeah, so we're kind of really happy to be able to collaborate with the Brunch Show. We saw the show and we said, look, we have to get involved. We love what they're doing, the dynamic they have together, and we want to try and see both of us grow alongside each other. So we're happy to kind of give the audience 20% off our global cuisine package, and as also 25% off our personal chef package. So with our personal chef package, it's slightly different to the global cuisine and continent specific package. It's whereby we essentially act as your personal chefs. So yeah, we're really happy to kind of partner with the brunch show and look forward to see where this goes.
We are happy as well. So tell me, what's your greatest achievement to this date?
It's between, well, I'll say three that come to mind that probably won't change. Well, one of them will change, but there's the first one I would say is the partnership with Pure Gym, and another one would be um, last year during the pandemic, working with the NHS to provide over 500 meals for the NHS.
That's very, very generous.
Yeah, so that was another huge one. But I think the biggest, and to really answer your question, what was the standout achievement was probably our very first order actually. Um, the very first one, I'll remember it forever really, because it was
Oh,
a lady that came to us and said, look, she's got a dad that's 105 years old and he has no taste buds. He has a bunch of different allergens
oh,
and he has to have things that are really soft, so he can't have anything hard or everything has to be kind of mushed down a bit. You know, we said to the customer, yeah, we'll kind of go ahead with this, we'll do this for you. Did the order, and the message that came back from them kind of blew our minds. And it's when we really got the um, motivation, would you say, or the understanding that what we're doing is right and where we're in the right place. So you know, they said to the lady kind of messaged us and said, look, we just want to thank you so much because um, her
mm,
dad's kind of dying wishes before he goes was to kind of taste authentic Caribbean food again, and just the way his mum used to make it. And he just wanted to have that kind of authentic experience again before he goes, and we were able to do that for him.
It's so mad how food can just bring people together, whether that's like a community and uniting people, or whether it's just reminding you of special times just by the scent of something or like the flavor of a certain spice. It can transport you to a time and a place. I'm really interested to know about the name inspiration, Chucks, because for me, Chef Fiesta, the word fiesta in particular sounds like a festival, a party, a celebration. Am I on the right sort of lines?
Exactly right. And in the first thing you said, you said it spot on. It's a fiesta. It's a traditional, party festival, experience where you bring people together for a certain thing. And obviously combining chef with fiesta, it's kind of an experience that brings people together, an experience that the food is so good you want to have a party. I think that food is something that kind of brings everyone together for an exciting um, event or anything like that. And you said it spot on. That's how we kind of came up with the name, to kind of combine those two words.
That's a nice name, and well done. It's great.
Thank you.
You're
Thank
really great.
you.
What do you think? What is the most common reason for people failing or giving up?
I would say it's a mixture of kind of like resilience, a lack of resilience, a lack of motivation, and lack of planning, I would say, because most of the time, if you can plan your business well, very well, which we'll come on to probably in a bit, you will know if your idea is going to work or not. Then during that planning process, you're going to get other people to look at that plan, other people to inspect that plan, and make sure that it is waterproof, and any kind of kinks in the business plan you've kind of ironed out and have sorted out before you launch. Of course, you don't want to kind of, which probably is something that I struggle with, is kind of that perfectionist mentality of wanting it to be perfect when you kind of launch. That's never going to happen. You're always going to change things and adjust. But if you don't plan correctly, you're kind of planning to fail, and that's probably one of the biggest issues.
Chucks, thank you so much for your time today. I'm sure so many people watching this have been taking notes because you're such a inspirational, business-minded person. Something else as well that I'd love to say is that if you are watching this and you want to take advantage of the fact that this collaboration means discount for you, make sure you look below. All of the details are included, so you can grab yourself some discount on some fantastic flavors, some fabulous food, and it can take a bit of pressure off you when you come home from work. All right. Chucks, thank you again for your time. It's been wonderful hearing about you, and we can't wait for this collaboration to start rocking it and rolling. Series 3 will soon be here. We have missed it so much, so we're so excited. If you're new here, make sure you click subscribe so you don't miss any of the videos when they come out, and we will see you in a couple of weeks.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys for having me. Really appreciate it.